Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again to another Paladins video. Today we're going to be playing some damaging. That is something that I never really thought I'd be saying, but we're doing damaging. I actually don't know if I've done this one before. I haven't done it in a long time, I know that much, and you guys have been requesting it for the past couple of months, and I finally got round to doing it because I needed a little bit of practice and I also needed to know what the right loadout was to use, and I finally formed one that works for me and that also doesn't completely screw my team so I don't get reported a ton and, you know, banned. We're doing Onslaught Magistrate's Archives. We've got the Genie skin. Is that what this one's called? Does it have a different name or is it just Genie? It's Carnival. Okay, I was close enough. Support on the videos has been crazy. Yesterday, for you guys, the stuff video went out. I'm recording this like a couple hours after that video went out, and the support on that was really, really ridiculous, so thank you. I honestly do appreciate it. I'm obviously going to continue reading through the comments. The video's only been out for an hour, so when I'm recording this, I can't really give much of a reply, but I will make a follow-up video replying to all the comments, or some of them, as many as I can get to, of the stuff video, because if you watched it, you'll know. I'm not going to go through explaining it all again. We've got a Lex, a Drogos, a Lian, and a Dambo. We're going up against a Cassie, Victor, Nando, a Fury, and an Andro. Okay, yeah, sure. But like I said at the start of this, I've been wanting to do Damage Ying for a while, but I didn't have a loadout that really worked, and I couldn't really find one and put one together that I really liked all that much. But after playing her a decent amount and trying a couple different variations of it, I have found the one that works best. Not using Focusing Lens, actually going to use Resonance. Legendary card I never had on the channel. Usually I'd use Lifelike or Life Exchange, but today we're doing Resonance. And I have two versions of the loadouts. They're pretty much the same though. This one just has extra duration. This one has extra health. We're going to go for this one because I think this one's a little bit better. Spring Bloom, max level. Encouragement, max level. Basically means that if you hit your Q and somebody kills it, you can pretty much instantly redeploy it. And if you get an elimination, or somebody who you're healing gets an elimination, you practically fully reset the cooldown on it. Well, you do. It's 5 seconds, so there you go. And that's a filler card. Rewind is really nice to have just because it can give you the ability to spawn an illusion and then instantly have it die, which combos quite well with Resonance. And Tangible just to give us a little bit of the health buff. I've only used this skin once in-game in preparation for this video, and I really, really like it. I need to play more Ying. I hope that they do buff her at some point soon, though, because I see nobody picking her, and maybe a buff would change that. I don't even know if she necessarily needs to be buffed. I kind of want to see more people play Ying. She's like one of the most underplayed characters, I'd say, from my small little bit of experience. So the whole point of this loadout and the kind of way you're meant to play it, from what I've gathered and from, again, my own experiences, just repeatedly hit Q. That's all you're really meant to do, is just repeatedly spam your Q and throw it in the enemy's faces. So 1, it tanks damage, 2, it then blows up and proceeds to deal damage, and obviously you can heal your teammates whilst you're doing that. I don't feel like I'm doing that great of a job on healing so far. They're probably going to get quite a lot of cauterized because we do have 2 healers, but I'm just going to keep throwing this stuff down. Now that I think about it, I think I have done damaging before. I think I did damaging, but it was based around her basic attacks and not based around Resonance, which is, you know, completely different to what I'm doing today, where we're basing everything around just spamming our Q and also healing, because the other one was very, very damage reliant and you couldn't really heal with it. This way we can deal pretty good damage, as you saw. We just dealt like 1,000 there, whilst also healing my teammates quite a lot. So that's an added bonus, the fact that you're not just completely screwing your team over. There we go, we just killed a Cassie. Not because I even did anything, she just happened to be around my decoy when it got destroyed or it ran out. That's why I don't have the card in here that increases the duration, because a lot of people just walk around the decoy and then boom, 500 damage. It's enough to kill a lot of people. Surprisingly, they only have 2 tier 1 cauterizers right now, which is a little bit strange considering they're going up against a Dambo and a Ying, 2 pretty damn heavy healers. And obviously Ying's got an ult, which we sadly can't do much about. It'd be interesting if there's a legendary card that made the ult deal damage, but obviously that's not a thing. But the ult is indeed very, very strong and can definitely win a ton of fights. You still deal damage with your basic attacks, and one thing that I also noticed, like in the games leading up to the one you'll watch me play right now and the one that I'm playing right now, is that you don't seem to lose any movement from holding your basic attacks. Again, I only tested this very briefly, but if I hold left click, it doesn't feel like I'm any slower than when I'm not holding it. So I might as well just be permanently throwing out shots. Maybe. I haven't been doing it so far this video because I'm not 100% sure. If you do know and you play a lot of Ying, please tell me in the comments. Should I just hold left click the entire game? Obviously, if I don't want to waste ammo, I shouldn't do it, but I don't know if there's a movement debuff or not. I don't think there is. When I was sorting everything out for this video, I was kind of expecting it to be really painful. Like when I was first going through the loadouts and stuff, I couldn't really find one that worked. It was like pretty unenjoyable to play until I got the hang of it and like learned the way you're meant to be playing with it. And then it became really, really fun, and I'm just using my decoys as like little mines, kind of. That's the right way to think about it. If you think about them as mines that also heal, that's kind of the ideal way, I'd say, to think about them when you're playing with this loadout and legendary card, which I don't think I'd necessarily recommend. But this way you have little mines that can blow up, and you also, you know, heal your team for a decent amount. The Damba is speaking what I'm assuming is Russian. If I'm wrong, then I guess I'm wrong. I'm sorry for stereotyping, but it looks like Russian to me. If you want to go ahead and translate it and put it in the comments like we've done before in videos, sure, I'd love to hear what he's trying to say, because I don't think anybody's understanding him. Let's ult. I really should be using my ult more as Ying, because there's there's no point holding on to it really, unless there's an ult that they have that'll completely screw it over. Nope, there's no ult that I can really counter other than, I guess, Andro with my ult, so I might as well just consistently be spamming it. Another thing that I didn't know before, like, trying this out is that Ying decoys can actually stop Drogo's ult. I didn't know that, and I don't think I've ever really seen a Drogo's hit a Ying decoy, but it does completely stop a Drogo's ult. So that's a pretty hard counter to Drogo's that I never even thought about, because Ying has a freaking decoy she can deploy practically the entire game. As you can see, I'm just repeatedly hitting Q here. There's not really any time where my decoys are down, because we get 2.5 seconds off of it whenever they're destroyed, and it usually takes about a second or two before they're destroyed, so it's basically no cooldown. But on top of that, if somebody gets an elimination whilst you're healing them, or, you know, if you assist in a kill, it also resets the cooldown of it, so that's really cool too. This is one that I kind of feel you have to try to understand how much fun it is to play, though, because I'm sure watching me right now, this just looks like I'm running around as Ying being a complete idiot, but it's a ton of fun to actually run around and consistently deploy your little decoys and deal like 1,000 damage at a time with them. Let's max out Kronos. Don't think I'd recommend that usually, but we're doing it for the sake of the video just to emphasize my point. What's up, enemy team? There we go, doing a pretty good job getting some damage out there. There also seems to be extra range on Ying that I don't remember, and that's because she's buffed. I don't think I've really played Ying all that much since the change happened, where she got her damage buffed and a couple other things changed. That was quite a while ago now that I think about it, like a good couple months ago, but I haven't really played her since then. And also there's just been so much other new stuff and other things that I've been trying to cover. I think that was the last time I played her, was probably when she was changed. I probably made a video on her really quick, and I didn't really play her after that. I think that's what I'm guessing. That's what I remember at least, but my memory's trash. Can we get rid of anybody here? I'm trying my best. There we go. He's dealt 1,500 because I threw my Q into the enemies. That's fantastic. Also, deploying them in the sky, a useful tactic if you're going against a bunch of people that don't know how to deal with that, because then they heal as they fall to the ground, which a lot of people don't know is even a thing. Let's teleport there. That was a bad idea, or maybe not. We left a decoy behind, which is cool. 500 damage. You just see as I'm throwing these decoys around, I'm just randomly triggering 500 damage, or like 1,000 damage if we hit two people. There's a free 500. Did I really just get hit by that? I deserve to die. I ran into a fucking laser beam. That's such a bad play. I think the reason as to why I prefer this one to the one that's completely based around basic attacks is mainly just because it doesn't stop you from healing. You're just using your Qs aggressively. That's why I prefer this one to the one that we used in the other video. It's just because you can kind of do what Ying is meant to do, but at the same time, you get a ton of bonus damage and you always have your healing thing up. I think this is actually pretty good for healing as well, because you've always got at least one or two of these guys just kind of chilling on, like no health there. Just deploy that, just deploy another one. As you can see, every time they kill one, we get 2.5 seconds off it, and there's nothing they can do to counter that. Obviously, if they go for Bulldozer, which I don't think I've really ever seen anybody do to counter Ying. People do it to counter some other characters like Barak. I don't really see many people pick it to counter Ying unless you're playing ranked and really try-harding. So your decoys are pretty much always up because nobody bothers to destroy them, especially when they deal damage if they're close to them. It gives people even less of a reason to hit them. But if people don't learn and they keep hitting your decoys while they're close to them, you're just going to keep dealing some good damage. This game looks like it's a loss, but we could still recover this. There's still an opportunity here. I'm going to blink away. Oh my god, did I just blink into it? Did I just blink into it? I really hope I didn't just blink into it. My team's all sitting on the point. They are 2 kills off. And we are more than that. They are now pretty much 1 kill off, and we're like 3, 4? Yeah, like 4. Let's get some heals on here. Hopefully we don't lose. This would be a really dumb way to lose. That's a Fury ult. Yeah, we've lost. There's no way they're going to get no kills from this. They are definitely going to kill someone. I'm trying my best to throw out some heals, but that's a loss. I'm fine with that. I feel like I did pretty good. Oh, that Lex weapon, though. Lex got top play. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That seems really strange to say because I've seen nearly every weapon. Is that new, or am I just, like, stupid because I've never seen that? Am I dumb? What's that from? I don't know what that's from. What is that weapon from? I can't think of a Lex skin that has that weapon. I'm going to have to check after this game's finished because I need to find out what that weapon is. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That looks really, really cool. It's very similar to one that Andro has, but I don't know what it is. Again, if you want to translate Russian, you can go ahead and do so. We actually went 3-6 to 21, which isn't that great, but we had 40,000 damage and 42,000 heal. So as you can see, we doubled Damber's damage, but only had like 17k less than him. I feel like I was quite valuable on that team, considering I had 20k less than most people in that match as a Ying, who also healed for 40k. That's not bad. Drogo's came top damage, that's to be expected. Damber did pretty good. Alex and Leon did pretty good. We just didn't really have anybody to deal with there. Nando, I'd say he had 50k with 66k shielding. I really hope somebody got Rekka. If not, I'm going to feel really dumb for not buying it myself. Their Andrew actually only had 7k more than me. Their Victor only had 13k. Their Cassie had 20k more than us. And their Fury did 10k less. I feel like I did fine that game. I feel like I provided a decent amount of utility to the team. I probably should have checked to see if anybody picked a Rekka there, but I forgot. Let's see where that Lex gun is, because I actually don't know what it is. Let's go weapon, because it doesn't match any of these skins. It doesn't match any of them. Eroded Oath. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know what that's from. I don't remember ever seeing that in a chest. I honestly don't know. If you fancy giving me a hand, giving me some backstory on where this weapon came from in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. It says down at the bottom that it's obtainable in the Necromancer chest, which I don't remember ever seeing, or at least I haven't seen in long enough for me to completely forget about it. This weapon's really cool too. This is probably one of my favorite weapons in the whole of Paladins, but you have to spend money in Paladin Strike to actually get it. I don't really like the skin as much. I just like the weapons. I think I probably prefer this one with the weapons from Koga Ops. That's probably my favorite. Although this one looks cool. I just don't want to spend money in Paladin Strike because I don't really ever play it. Alright, game 2. This video is going to be probably quite long. It's TDM Abyss. I'm glad that we're getting a chance to play the new map in live. I feel like they've increased the chances of you getting the new map, which is kind of the way it should be. You should have a higher chance to get the new stuff, and I'm really glad that we're playing TDM Abyss with Ying. I feel like this map is probably going to be not too bad. We've got a Koga and a Khan alongside a freaking Tyra who is somehow floating. I don't think any other character can do something like that in the loading screen, but sure. And we got a Bomb King as well, just in case I didn't call that out, which I think I might have done. On their side, they have Meave, Lian, Bomb King, and Victor alongside Genos as their healer. Full damage team with Genos healers pretty strong, but we have, I guess Ying's solo heal is probably not that impressive, but we still stand a chance. Freaking Genos with damage buff and the characters on their side definitely doesn't look like fun, but you know what, we'll see what we can do. Let's get morale boost actually. Why did I not get morale boost? Morale boost makes so much more sense for Ying because you're spamming your ult all the time. Your ult is like the main way you can benefit your team is because it's such a fucking strong global ult. Trying to keep my decoys close to this Koga to keep him fully healed. Bomb King's going in and being aggressive. I'm actually going to chill back here. I'm going to F that way. Oh no, can I F back on? Oh my god, that's a thing I've never done. Did I just do that twice? Hello, Ying. You're not Ying. I'm Ying. What's poppin', Meave? Kill my decoy. Kill my decoy. We just outfought a Meave because I placed my decoy in the way and was getting consistent heals and at the same time dealing damage. What a play. Don't kick me off. Again, I've saved myself twice. I've saved myself twice with my damn F. That's a play I never thought I'd do because I usually suck with Ying's F, but my god, that gives us so much more value in TDM Abyss. Genos is quite easy to knock off because if you silence him when he's trying to do something with his F, you can throw him off, but the fact that I've just recovered because I fell off twice is pretty damn impressive if you ask me. Let's get that 1,000 damage from the decoy death. There we go, thank you. How well this works is completely dependent on how good you are at placing your decoys. I've slowly started to get better. I used to be really, really bad, but with this way, it kind of favors the way I play. That may not seem like it makes sense, but if you've watched my other Ying videos, you will know that I play very aggressively with nearly every single character, including healers, when I probably shouldn't. And placing your Ying decoys when you're using a standard healing Ying loadout makes no sense, and basically means that your team will get mad at you for not healing them because you're getting your decoys constantly killed. With the loadout I'm using today, getting your decoys killed is kind of the whole point. So I'd say this is probably the aggressive way to play Ying, and it suits me so much more just because it lets me kind of play like an idiot in a strange way. I get the opportunity to play really unintelligently and just drop decoys everywhere. How much damage did we just deal? Can I get a recount on that? I don't even want to have to put the effort into count that. I'm going to watch this back and see how much damage we did. I bounced around with my F. That's why we have the card in there, because it places a decoy. I bounced around with my F. I think I placed a total of 3 and probably dealt like 2,500. I honestly don't know. Again, you can help me out in the comments by telling me how much damage I just did there. It felt like way more than I should have had for being such an idiot with that play. You don't have to think. You just throw your decoys in the enemy's face. You just use it like a mine. So you just consistently throw it near people. Doesn't matter if they die, at least they got a little bit of healing off and also dealt some damage. Whereas, like I said, normal healing Ying, you don't want to do that. You want to place them as intelligently as possible behind little corners and stuff. Is he going to throw her down? That's such a mean play. Was he trying to give it to me? Thank you. I took that kill there. I feel bad. For some reason, it wasn't connecting at the start, but we got the last hit, so it still counts. Let's blink that way. That was a bad play. Let's blink around. I am very nearly dead. Let's get that Genos. He's kind of low. Hello, Victor. There's a bunch of damage for you. It's freaking 1,000 from the decoy. Let's place another decoy. Sure, aggressive decoys everywhere. Just hold left click. I don't feel like I'm slowed when I do this, so I might as well just hold it. That was a really bad time to do it because no one was really taking that much damage, but sure, I threw it out anyway. They've got quite a lot of cauterized. Or no, they haven't. They've got 2 tier 1s. I feel like they have a lot of cauterized, but they actually don't. Can I grab that? Can't really. You're gonna take the instant ult away from a Ying who just used her ult. That's like an ultimate dick move. Maybe he didn't see me. Oh no, he must have seen me. I was placing my decoys like right in front of his face. Can't really be salty though. We're winning by like 10 kills. There's no way I can complain. And if he does indeed kill that Meave, then I'll be happy, and then it'll be worth it. I'm nearly dead here. Let's just throw some heals out. Did he kill her? He didn't kill the Meave. Wow, we are dealing so much damage. Just throw him in there. Go, decoys, do your thing. I think we nearly killed 2 people there. Sick. Let's F this way. That's a Bomb King ult that I'm going to avoid. Oh, it's a Bomb King. Never mind. Genos, where are you trying to go, dude? Where are you going? Come on, what kind of play is that? Pussy move. I don't even know what he's trying to do. He's just trying to run away. It's really strange. He was just like in the middle of like 5 of my teammates just being like, nah, sorry guys, I gotta leave early. I feel like I might have a decent amount of damage this game. I feel like I've actually done pretty well. I know I said as I queued for this that Ying is a bad pick for TDM. TDM Abyss, that's kind of a whole nother story. I feel like I'm whooping ass right now, and in general, I feel like maps that have a lot of corners like this one are probably going to be pretty good for Meave. Not Meave. I'm not Meave. I'm a Ying, and Ying is not Meave. I'm really bad with names. I need to get help. I need to take like a course on how to remember people's names because I can't do it with Paladins characters. I play this game all the damn time and I still can't remember them. Victory. That's a win. We got lost in the last one where I don't really felt like we deserve it, and I was expecting to lose this one because of the fact that they had full damage plus Genos, but we managed to get a win actually pretty easily. I didn't really try that hard that game. Lian went ahead and got top play. That's their Genos ulting? Yeah, so this is their Lian. That's a Tyra who just fell off the map. So one of the kills is someone falling off the map. Another one is killing a person who was held up by Genos. That one was pretty decent. I'll give you props for that. That's the whole top play. How is that top play? Come on. I should have got top play for pulling myself back on the map twice, because that was mainly a panic play, but also it was a little bit of skill involved there. We got best support by freaking so much. That word I said there wasn't a fucking real word. I got 56k heals. Freaking Genos had 23 and Khan had 10. Wow, okay, so our Khan did pretty good. I think their Genos just did really badly. We had so much healing, and we also had pretty damn good damage there. We were second top on our team, and we had a Tyra and a Koga. I had more damage than Koga as a Ying. If that doesn't say something about this way of playing, and we also had so much healing, then I don't know what does. If this video doesn't deserve an upvote, I don't know why I think you can upvote YouTube videos. You can like them or dislike them. You can't actually upvote them. So, their Victor had 48k. Did pretty good. Their Bomb King, he did pretty good. He had less damage than a Ying. Their Meave did okay. Their Lian did Their Genos did the best there on their side alongside Victor. I'd say these 3 people in the middle really didn't keep up. And Death Mage 2005 is the one giving him shit. Alright, fair play. He's actually probably the better player there. So he's allowed to give a little bit of crap. I personally don't see the point. But you know what? You do you. Our Bomb King did pretty good. 14-7. He was the one actually finishing off the kills, even though he didn't have that much damage. He had second top. Yeah, he still did pretty good. He was just finishing people off mainly. Koga did alright. Tyra did alright. Saying that, though, they actually had less damage than the 3 people in the middle. So I can't criticize these guys. They had more damage than the 2 damagey characters on my side other than Bomb King. And our Khan did pretty good. He actually only had 1 freaking death. Props to him. He shielded, healed for a ton, and also did a decent amount of damage. Overall, 2 pretty damn good games. I hope this has been enjoyable to watch. Let me know what you do indeed want to see me do next. Thank you guys once again for all the support. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. See you all very soon. As always, stay frosty.